Today, I'm bringing you a huge roundup of one of our community's favorite skincare brands, Dermatology. Our mature beauty community loves Dermatology, and a few times a year, they have some great savings. Springtime is one of them. I'm going to share with you some of Dermatology tips and tricks, my old faves, and some new launches. I'm going to be going through this review in the order of a skincare routine and finishing up with some body products. I have not tried absolutely everything in the Dermatology line, but I am pretty close. I'm going to start with cleansers. Their essential cleanser is a little bit too drying for my mature dry skin. But if you have oily, mature skin, you are probably going to love this cleanser. Many people do. I'm having trouble opening the top. Okay, it's a creamy cleanser, but it's just a little bit too stripping for my mature skin. I would say this is probably a better cleanser for me in the summertime. My fave, and it's a new launch, is their goat cleanser. This is amazing. A tiny, tiny little bit goes a long way, and you can see how thick and creamy this is. It is so gentle on my mature dry skin. If you're choosing a cleanser from their line, I highly recommend the Essential Cleanser for those of you who are normal to oily, and the new Goat Cleanser for those of you who run a little bit on the dry side. This is actually fast becoming one of my absolute new holy grail cleansers. The Hydration Booster times 10. It's a little bit on the watery side, but it gives your skin that drink of moisture, especially in the evening before I put the rest of my skincare on. After I've completely cleansed my skin and done all my skincare devices, I give my skin a drink of water with this if I'm not using one of my other toners. Now, this one's a little bit lighter weight, so I would say I tend to reach for this more in the spring and summertime as opposed to the winter. I tend to rely on more heavyweight cream or milky toners in the winter, but this is the perfect answer to a boost of hydration in the spring and summer. Let's talk about their eye cream. Now, I don't have their eye patches, which I usually have on hand. I've been using my Dew, these are the Forever eye patches, and putting their eye cream underneath it. And I actually have a couple sets here, but these are Forever eye patches. They're kind of a more eco-friendly option than the disposable. Some of the disposables now are biodegradable. I'm not sure if Dermatology's is. I will put that information down in the description. And if you're not familiar with the description area, that's where all these products will live. Links to all the products, my affiliate shopping code where you can save money throughout the year, and then any special codes they might have throughout the year for special savings if you use my link. Also, I'd like to remind you, if you want to save year-round, you can always do a subscription. I think their current subscription savings is 30% off. Okay, back to eye creams. This is their advanced eye cream. It has vitamin K, which is known to kind of reduce the look of capillaries in the under eye area. I haven't used this in a little while. I've been finishing up a couple in my cupboard, but this is great, and you can include it either under the Dermatology eye patches or under the Dew skincare patches, just to give a little boost to your under eye cream. Vitamin C. I love their vitamin CEF. As many of you probably know, the patent for the vitamin CEF from SkinCeuticals is coming up soon. So vitamin C's will be a lot more affordable, I think, and the actual vitamin C formula that SkinCeuticals did the studies on that showed such amazing benefits with their CEF that everybody's been trying to copy for years will be out there. So my favorite is the Dermatology vitamin C because it's that medium weight. Now, some people say it has a bit of a smell to it. If there is, it's very light. Some are a little bit more intense. But I have found this to be a great medium weight for me year round because it's not too heavy. Some of the vitamin C's are a little bit more oily feeling, so they're not great for oily skin. I think this would be a great one, not for very oily skin. I think I would choose, I think it's the Geek and Gorgeous vitamin C. I'll put that down in the description as an option for those of you who have oily skin, because this might be a little bit too much if you have oily skin, but I love it for normal to dry skin. It soaks in really well, it layers, it never pills. It's the perfect layering product for vitamin C in the morning. Now, they also have a form of vitamin C with 5 different vitamin C complexes. It doesn't have the gold standard L-ascorbic acid, but it is an option for those of you with more sensitive skin. It comes in a cream formula, and you can use it in the morning, you can use it at night. It is very lightweight, and a little bit goes a long way. I also want to share with you a tip. I have lots of dermatology tips and tricks. The dermatology tingle pads is a great way to reduce the pH of your skin before putting on your vitamin C. Vitamin C tends to work better with a lower pH. So if you want to lower and boost your vitamin C benefits, try their tingle pads. You can also use these if you're having a breakout. They're a salicylic acid pad, just sort of a basic, I mean, they're not Stridex because Stridex used to strip off our skin, but they're a great little pad to use for lowering the pH for your vitamin C or trying to help control any breakouts. I get an occasional one along my chin. Actually, since I've been using an exfoliation serum in the evening, I haven't really had too many breakouts in the last 2 years, which has been wonderful. One of their new launches, and one I'm super excited about because I'm going to be doing a review of active treatment style lip balms. I don't know what's going on, but every company in dermatology was the one that led the way with this launch over the summer, has a lip product now, and a lot of them have active lip products. Active lip products. This is one with vitamin C, and I have to say, I just received it in PR, and I have yet to try it because I'm in the middle of trying so many. But it has a really nice formula, and vitamin C is lightening, brightening, and it can also boost sun protection. So I am really excited to try this, and I will be reviewing about, I think I have 15, I think 90% of them are new launches for active treatments for the lip area. So I'm pretty excited. So definitely subscribe, like, and click that notification bell. The notifications are a little bit odd these days with YouTube. So make sure you click the notification bell that says all, because that will let you know when some of my videos go up. And if you are curious about my lip balm review for crepey lips, crepey mature lips, then you'll want to be sure to subscribe. So they do have another lip product. I'll put it up here. I haven't tried that one yet, but if you have, let me know what you're thinking about their lip products. Like I said, the explosion, it's like you can't have a skincare company right now without launching or without having an incredible lip balm. So it's just been one of those weird things. I think last year was kind of the year of the cleansers. I would get lots of new cleanser information launches, and this year it's all about lip balms. Like literally every skincare company I talk to has a new lip balm out. All right, moving on to one of my favorite products they have is this neck cream. Now, do you need a neck cream? I always say this. You guys are probably sick of it. Do you need a neck cream? No. Do I love the neck cream? Yes. I do not know what this stuff does. I'm putting this over my sunscreen, which is kind of silly. It is just ethereal. That's what I'm going to say. I have made this promise before, if you buy the neck cream and you don't like it, I will give you your money back. I like it that much. If you send me the product, I don't want to get zero from it. But if you're not liking it and you bought it on my recommendation, I will take it from you. I'll take it off your hands. I love this neck cream. It is just something special. I don't know. I can't tell you. It's magic. Sometimes a company just comes up with a formulation that just really is magical. And that's how I feel about the neck cream. In addition to their advanced neck cream, they also have a neck contouring serum. Now, I have tried this and I've reviewed it and I called it a fail. But Penn Smith did a review on this and one of her friends tried it and they thought it was fabulous. I just didn't have much luck with this. It's like the PTR, the Peter Thomas Roth, they're eye tight. It has this ability to kind of shrink wrap the skin, but it also can be really tricky.
Put it on, took 10 minutes to dry, actually over 10 minutes to dry. Thin layer over my neck and my upper décolleté. And I did kind of put it in my jawline, just to see if it would tighten up these little jowls that I've got going on today. Sort of kind of itching. I was like, okay, this isn't comfortable, but I'm going to take one for the team here. 45 minutes into wearing it, it started to crack and peel.
I just didn't have much luck with it. It does have a really cool applicator, and it's the one you kind of have to twist to get it to come out. And it's kind of like a jelly form. And then you let it dry down, and you have to put the thinnest of layers on. And you just apply it to your neck or your décolleté, and it's supposed to kind of just tighten things up. Kind of like the Peter Thomas Roth Viral Eye Tightening Gel. Now, I have played around with that and done a few different hacks on the PTR, and you do have to play around with it. Some people add a moisturizer, some people put it under the concealer, some people put it over the concealer. So these type of products you do really have to play around with. So if you have found a tip or a hack on how to use this and make it look gorgeous, let me know. Of course, I love their peptide night cream. I've kind of taken a little break from this. I've loved it for years and years. It comes in the jumbo size now. I wish they'd done a dispensing top, but I know people have complained about their over packaging in the past. Maybe that's why they didn't, but then they could have made refills. So a slight little gripe there, but I love the texture of the peptide night cream. And it's one of the moisturizer that I have used for years and years. And it's nice to have it in a jumbo size for a little bit of savings. Another one of their moisturizers that I tend to pass on, I'll use it occasionally as a hand cream. This is their Soothe and Recovery. A lot of people love this with normal to oily skin. It's one of those lighter formulas that actually works pretty well for a boost of hydration when you don't need something intense, that rare moment when I don't need an intense boost of moisture. But this is a great all around moisturizer if you're looking for something slightly on the lighter side. This is a launch last year. This is their Barrier Repair Cream, one of my absolute favorites. I use it every night these days for a lovely dose of moisturizer before I put my facial oil on. So loving the barrier repair, and it's actually taken the place of my peptide night in the evening. So didn't want to forget this. This is a new launch last year. Before I move on to sunscreens, I want to share one of their products that I didn't have great luck with. Some of you love it, some of you are struggling like me. This is their concealer. What I'm thinking about trying, I said for ages I'm going to get the darker formula, but I was trying to think how to make it more of a serum texture. I like just a very light coverage in my under eye area, and this is just too heavy and it makes my under eye area kind of crinkle. Now, I did have a lower skin pinch recently. If you saw that video, I did have a facelift and lower skin pinch, and I'm wondering if it won't show as much in my wrinkles now. But another tip I'm going to do is add a few drops of hyaluronic acid. That's one way I kind of water down formulas. Get one from The Ordinary that's really inexpensive. You can use it for like when you have the dregs of a thicker cream product, you can put a few drops of that, shake it up, and get some of the last bits of the product out. Hyaluronic acid is not going to really do much to the formula, and it might just give your skin a little bit of hydration and a plump. So I'm thinking about mixing this with like just a drop of hyaluronic acid and seeing if I can get it to work a little bit better. Again, if you guys have tips on how to make this concealer work better, because I know there are people out there that are having the same issue that I am with the crinkling and the under eye area. So let me know what you guys are discovering with this. But for now, for me, this is kind of still in the experimental zone. Unfortunately, the launch of their new hydration SPF was a bust for me. I do not like this. It's sticky, it's tacky when you try to apply it over makeup, which I think was their intention. Like you do your morning skincare, you apply your sunscreen, you do your makeup, you can add this throughout the day. I don't know, I find a stick difficult. Now, they made it fairly wide, which is great, so the coverage is a little bit better, but there's lumpies and bumpies, and so it's basically just like applying it and then you still have to spread it around. So this product just was a bust for me. If anyone loves this and you have some tips for me on using this, maybe would be great for a body sunscreen. I'm going to use it up somehow, but just curious how you guys are using this or if you are not enjoying it. But I do love a powdered sunscreen. This is just a sprinkle of sunscreen. It will help cut down the glow on your sunscreen and add a little protection if you tap it on. I'm actually using it to double cover my scars, and I just find that it gives a little bit of extra oomph to my sunscreen. After I apply my sunscreen, I put this on, gives a little more staying power, can tamp down some of the glow of a sunscreen. A lot of people don't like that glow. Speaking of glowy sunscreens, you guys recommended that I try their matte tinted sunscreen because I had always sort of poo-pooed the universal tinted sunscreen that everybody loves because it just is too orange for me. It tends to oxidize on my skin. You guys recommended the matte sunscreen, and I was like, oh, that's just going to dry out my skin, and it's not going to look great. It is really a great match for my skin tone, and it does have still enough moisture in the formula that it doesn't dry out my skin. Now, I had to leave it with my son's girlfriend because she's the one that has it. I did try it on when I was visiting there. So I'll show a clip here of me trying that on and showing you how well it worked out. I was really impressed with it. Good morning. My morning is a little bit later than usual because I'm on the West Coast And I'm using a tip that you guys gave me for the Dermatology tinted sunscreens. You know, I love the untinted one, but you guys recommended that I use the matte tinted. And you said that it's hydrating enough for dry skin. And I'm going to put, because Blue just washed off all my sunscreen, I re-washed my face. The hazards of having a puppy, right? This is SPF, sorry, I have to throw on my glasses here. This is SPF 46. And I'm gonna see if I can get a nice complexion match. Just the initial complexion match is so much better than their regular universal tinted. Definitely better for me. And I'll show you in sunlight too when I'm done with this. But I'm just here in the bathroom. I'm gonna do 2 more pumps, which is closer to my 1/4 teaspoon. So that is a much better color match. Let's go out to the sunshine. That is a nice color match. Not too bad. Not orangey like the other one. So far I'm liking this, you guys. Thank you so much for the recommendation. I would not have thought of using the matte just because I have such amazingly dry skin, but it's moisturizing. My favorite sunscreen from the Dermatology line is the Dermatology Broad Spectrum Untinted SPF 45. This is what's always on my neck. If I'm using a tinted sunscreen for my face, I'm always using this on my neck because a tinted sunscreen just ruins your white shirt. So this is my go-to pretty much on a daily basis for my neck and décolleté, even when I'm using a tinted sunscreen for my face. On to body products. Their new launch last year of their retinol body lotion was just fabulous. Love this body lotion. I did a body care review for you guys over the summer, and this is in the top 2. I had one other that I liked a little bit better, but they were a close tie. 2 new body launches that they sent my way are a body scrub, and you guys know I don't like a physical scrub, but this I've been using. I know it's pumice. I'm pretty sure it's pumice. I'll have to check the ingredients. I'll put it down below. Feels like pumice. It's very finely milled, but it's a little bit too much for my sensitive skin. So I've been using it on my feet, and my feet are like satin. So this is my foot treatment in the shower. I don't think it was intended that way, and it's fragrance-free, which I love, a fragrance-free body product, but been loving this for kind of a nice foot repair. You do have some dry, cracked heels after you do your pumice in the shower, or the body scrub in the shower. This would be fantastic to put over it and then put your socks on. It's a very intense shea butter based cream, and it's really thick, but it would be great for calluses and your scaly elbows. Another new launch is their body shower oil. Love a body oil in the shower as a body wash. Love this. This is fantastic. I love it. It has a slight almond scent. It's really nice, light and refreshing. And my all-time favorite body product from Dermatology is their exfoliating body lotion. This is some intense stuff. This was also in my body care review. It is a 12% lactic acid. So obviously it has that lactic acid smell. Now that is a roundup of all my favorite Dermatology products, plus a couple fails and a couple new launches. Please remember, put your favorites down below. If there's one that I haven't tried that you're loving, I will always review Dermatology products. It is one of my favorite skincare brands. They have positive launch after positive launch after positive launch. They just put a lot of time and dedication into their formulas. And as you can tell, I'm a huge fan, and I know a lot of you are too. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll put all the information down in the description below. Wishing you all a skintastic day. Have a skincare. I just love the advanced neck cream.